Hello YouTube, this is Hurluguru. I am a Lemurian lightworker and fascinated by psychology research and how the universe works. Our subject today will be about desintoxicating, healing instantly, and the law of attraction. I've personally had moments where I was near death in my hopes of ever healing. Illness is one of the rampant realities of humanity that we'll still face to this day. With technology of high evolution and holistic healing becoming much more practiced, the situation of silencing holistic partitions is practically becoming more exposed and ever weakening. This is related to the progressive disabling of the matrix because of the new energetic shift. Even before, since the dawn of humanity, there has been a shaman in every one of us that has the potential to heal using energy directly and has access to all knowledge. The first knowledge of healing was done with its precise system on Earth and also the extra-remedial power of plants and herbs. It wasn't only until industrialization and many pandemics like the Black Plague or humanity's little friend tuberculosis, etc., that have now mostly disappeared or disappearing except in developing cultures, and there has been a boom in more new illnesses. But those old illnesses could reappear anywhere. This is not meant to scare you. This is meant to bring you more consciousness on what you can do to not fall sick and to recover. As a typical scenario of certain doom or global self extermination in the way that is scaring the wits out of a lot of humans like a cold, especially around 2012 back then, has never been the case and it has never happened in this timeline, thankfully. But if you were the slightest more to believe it, it could have happened for real, since it is self-prophetic and needs some kind of peak energetic access to allow the universe. Every event can be self-prophetic if there is a previous interest supporting it. We are sending messages to the universe based on what we focus and what base we want to build the world upon. Even if it is something we do not want, it does not understand negation, but rather negotiation. Think of a child that you tell don't open the door, and it do it just to test you. This is exactly how the universe thinks. The child will only respect you more if you told the same thing in a positive way. If you let them know what you want, leave the door closed. The inner child is now a notion of ever-breaking conflict because of matrix-related systems beliefs. We are often led to simultaneously thinking, wow, society is trying to repress the inner child. It's so strict. Two, society leads us to remain childish. We could believe such contradictory statements because we are quantic in nature. Probably one of the biggest obsessions of humanity is the child. Look at all the scandals about destroying someone's innocence. How many people here feel their childhood empty or destroyed? Abusive childhoods. And this is one of the keys to healing if used with love and conscience. Everything has a use, but it can have many different outcomes. It's not the toy itself, but its usage and its image. Like love, exactly. This is also how communication works, with pragmatics and nonverbal language stopping over the influence or interpretations, far over syntaxics. Yet it is still our interpretation and intent of the message conveyed these days respectively, so the responsibility of what we tell the world to shape is still ours to change. You don't send a robot clone school for you, as it can be really explained. You don't blame your body for not being perfect with the external locus of self-confidence, as the common message conveys. Fortunately, it is currently starting to reverse its meaning, and it's another superficial veil hiding inside of our darkness as every day more and more towards the light. We could do the same thing with healing our soul and body. Why go relentlessly to doctors like a child in need of its mommy when you can heal your own energy, except if you're like having your gut sliced open? Maybe another one of those people that constantly gun for its professionals, only to become trapped in drugs and zombies. Why go to a psych ward for a simple, mild depressive episode and never come out because of being drug abused, become totally unrecognizable to your loved ones? Which is an actual anecdote by my stepdad about a friend of his, anyway, and I personally went through this with my own mind, even after the hospital. Sorry for the graphic detail, but that's merely the breaking limit. But someday it will be automatically repaired by your own conscience, or even impossible to happen because we will be so evolved that we'll become the loving future selves that currently message us for the Aquarian age of wildness and energetic shifts and renaissance. Why wait until the medical system solves itself? It won't until you prove that you can be capable of simply using belief and intent and using the system correctly with love. Even you need to outright defy it. Because infinite pathways can be done to ascend. Some call it faith. I will prefer to refer it in a way that doesn't outright sound religious or ideological. Religion reflects duality. All I'm asking is a simple intention, a wish, a pure wish of telling your body, I need you to heal this, heal my brain, heal my immune system, heal my legs, recover the part of my soul and sanity that were stolen. Just like in The Wizard of Oz, when the wizard granted each of the characters a heart, a brain, courage, mostly courage. So we're in a time now that we have to do just like Wizard of Oz. Well, ignoring all the man behind the curtains thing. The lesson of Wizard of Oz in the beginning is that in the beginning of the story, they will tell the characters, "Here, you have a brain. I wish I have a brain," and the robot got a brain. So do the same thing in the universe. Do it just like in Wizard of Oz. So the power of belief in infinite conscience literally shapes our perceptions of worlds. Take it a step further, and you could pass as schizophrenic or unstable, but you have to pass as crazy to reveal the truth anyway. It's a matter of fact, but now that awakening is so grand, it's barely the same concept anymore. It gets so complex in certain places. There is a constant war of who's right, but we know better than that. We know that there's no right or wrong, and that we're simply being ourselves to ascend. Every one of us is part of a greater plan, is seeking enlightenment as one of its core drives, consciously or not. The soul aligns only with the universal law, and one of these laws is the law of attraction. That's the concept and message to you. I use it all the time as it is free gift for all, and I have been getting many benefits out of it. Only that we have been blind to its full potential because of lack mentality instead of infinite abundance, and rely independently on services overly to help us for minor things we see by ourselves. Using simply energy. Energy has always been proven to exist anyway, but for its more philosophical use in ethereal energy, it's a complicated history. Energetic healing isn't just a silly quest in the mythology. So today, I start healing my body by telling it to cooperate with my intention of healing by myself using energy. I start today asking the universe to provide me energies needed for healing. The smallest intention of everything will go well, or I'm convinced I'm healing, will help to the same extent. All there needs to be more is awareness and open heart to the possibility and conviction. And so it is. It is still okay to be down and still rely on the government to heal you. You are still on good shape wherever you are. Nothing can be wrong by divine design. Your soul cannot be damaged, yet your mind can let itself be, if you let it be. Maybe you did not know this, but pain is optional. You can say to yourself, my soul will not allow itself to be damaged, or consider itself damaged by identity. Let the conviction seep within your heart, and the results will be splendid, slowly or fast, just like you wanted. What you believe is what you get. Remain cautious of the symptoms, often very intense and perch-like, that will come through you, and they are a gift in disguise. Do not identify yourself with all these emotions. They will pass to greater wisdom, experience, and understanding. It means the universe has heard you. It will always remember who you are and what you ask. When you do not know anymore where to go, surrender in the arms of the universal guidance to assist you, and so it is. Namaste.